they think it's over. Nah, this ain't over. Cause all in fear games gotta play over.
Remember that video? It was sung by this man, Dion Peters AKA Bigg Lexx, a man police arrested and charged under the anti-gang legislation last year after they had picked him up along with other members of the Crapo Mosque for questioning into the murder of State Prosecutor Dana Sitahal. But last Friday, Magistrate Indrani Sedeno dismissed the charges which were laid under the anti-gang legislation, stating it would be unlawful for the state to continue the prosecution given that the charges were laid incorrectly and that it would be an injustice to the accused. The DPP's office admitted to laying the charges indictably, heard and determined by a High Court judge and a jury, as opposed to summarily heard and determined by a magistrate as prescribed by the legislation. Peters believed it was a song that landed him in hot water, but the authorities never questioned him about being a gang member.
In the interview, they asked me a lot of questions about my music. They showed me pictures of my Facebook profile and my YouTube page and songs that I did and whatnot, and statuses that I post and whatnot. Right? Asked me a bunch of irrelevant questions about my daughter and my family and whatnot. Basic questions like that they asked me, but nothing really concerning any kind of criminal activity.
Peters claimed that police kept him for 9 days without charge and even failed to seek the necessary authorization to have his custody lengthened. Under the anti-gang legislation, a person can be held for up to 72 hours, after which the senior officer may apply ex parte to a magistrate to have the person further detained. He claimed he was never informed of this. So we asked Mr. Peters the burning question.
Are you a gang member?
A gang member? What is the criteria for being a gang member? This is something I would want to know, because if there's a criteria that states that you pray with brothers in a mosque, you're a gang member, then maybe I am.
Peters, though speaking candidly on the matter, later gave a serious answer.
No, I don't believe I'm a gang member. I don't think I do any real gang activity or whatnot. But if you ask me if I'm a man of the streets, and if I'm ground floor and I'm there with I'm known by them, I speak for them, I'm loved by them.
In fact, he said his song that had engaged law enforcement officials' attention was merely to convey his own personal thoughts.
I say, yeah, I speak real issues. I went on to show them, well, my idols are people like Crow and Sparrow and whatnot. And if you know the origins of the Calypso music, it was made as a form to speak out against oppression of the slave masters. Now, it was a way to tell your story, and it was a way to ease your pain.
And Peters has already penned several songs while incarcerated to tell his story and gave us a sneak peek.
See, I show these people my soul. That's the reason why the streets chose me. Your life would make a good cartoon. My life would make a good movie. I spoke about those lies, and they call me murderer. Investigators couldn't look me into my eyes.
Bark Bassant, TV6 News.